Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have been drawn to this particular card reading, we'll be focusing on your person's heart space and what they really need you to know through this reading. So these could be feelings that they haven't had a chance to even share with you, whether you are together and going through some challenges, or maybe the two of you are in no contact and in separation. So let's go ahead and do an energy check-in for that. General advice as always, so please do keep that in mind throughout the reading and only take the parts of it that resonate for you and release the rest. All right, guys, let's get into some messages. Okay, Libra, let's get into some messages here for you. When it comes to your person's heart space, what needs to come through in this reading? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Look at this. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This could be somebody that you're in separation from. They now see you as their soulmate. Perhaps they needed to be in separation from you in order to come to this realization, or they've always known it. You know, they could be literally praying to have you back in their life. Visualizing, if I can speak, the day that you guys can reconnect, if that ever happens, you know? So that's their focus that's coming through here. And for some of you guys, maybe it's mutual. You're calling them in as well, energetically. Maybe they're picking up on that. Look at this, guys. All right, this could be the one. And if you're in separation, you've always felt drawn to this person and they to you. It does say you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. This is the next card. We have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. I feel the attraction between the two of you. There's something very unique about it. And even though you guys might have been in and out of other partnerships, other connections, there's something about this one that just stands out. Stands out from all the others. For Libra. So it says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. I do feel for some of you, there could have been other people that came into the picture, and, you know, maybe you felt at one point in time that that was worth pursuing, or maybe they decided to pursue another person. But come to find out, it's not what they were looking for. So in a way, they're telling you here through this reading that if they haven't contacted you, that if they haven't reached out in any way, shape, or form, maybe they couldn't. You know, they needed to close one chapter and free themselves from that in order to come towards you as somebody who's free to explore the relationship again. All right, so let's go ahead and set these guys aside. Let me grab some words that could go along with this, and let's see what it is that they would want to say to you at this point. You could relate to some of the messages and what it is that you would want to say to them in this reading for Libra. And I'm kind of getting that it was incredibly hurtful when you guys parted ways, but there's perhaps always this thought in your heart as well as theirs that if you really are meant to find your way back to each other, life would simply find a way to make it happen. So let's grab some words here. Okay. Our last words haunt me endlessly because of all the unspoken words that remain. What I'd give to hear your voice again. So they really do feel the need to interact with you and to speak with you because there's something here that maybe they just didn't have the chance to say before. Okay. So they need to get something off their chest. Maybe you do as well. What else for Libra? Your love has healed my broken heart. So, you know, maybe they had other experiences coming into the relationship that hurt them. And if they didn't actually take the time to heal it before you came into the picture, it was the connection with you that actually let that happen. You are my best friend. You know me better than I know myself. So you guys could have considered each other best friends. a very special friendship and romantic connection. All right, let's grab one more for Libra. You are my forever in every lifetime. And I have a feeling for some of you, this is not the first lifetime that you guys have connected. And there could have been that sense of instant attraction, mutual attraction. The very first time that you guys saw each other, there was that sense of familiarity, as if you guys had known each other before. And more than likely, that is a part of your reality. That's a part of your journey, that you guys have connected before. And there could be some loose ends there that needed to be addressed in this lifetime. So let's take a look at the tarot cards and see what it is that we need to know. All right, for Libra, angels and spirit guides, please. Five of Cups, loss and despair. What I can tell you is when you guys went into separation, ooh, it was not easy for them. You know, they feel truly like they lost their best friend, the love of their life. But I'm also feeling that the time apart was needed in order for them to figure out what it was that they wanted, you know, because again, if they had pursued something else or someone else, and that could have resulted in the two of you going your separate ways, I feel the lesson was learned. And once that lesson was learned, they felt the need to really remove themselves from it. And that's where the free yourself card, I feel, is coming from. You know, they needed to take back control of their life to be able to do what was right, to perhaps find you again. Wow. All right. Well, Divine Feminine, here you are, coming in as the Empress. So this could be a masculine who is coming through in this reading to let you know that they really see you as the one that got away, and they want to be a part of your life. We do have the Six of Pentacles. If you guys weren't on the same page before, you guys are now. And obviously, you know, this could be coming through for those of you who are not even in each other's lives right now, but energetically, this is how it is that they want to be able to convey what's in their heart space. They're willing to meet you halfway. They're on the same page. They're on the same level as you. Okay. Yeah, they do recognize that some of the choices that they had made in the past wasn't exactly the best choice, but I feel for my feminines, you had to give your masculine the space to figure it out. Okay. And the Queen of Swords also representing the feminine, that makes sense for me, that you cut them loose, you know, in order for them to figure out what they wanted. And now that they know what they want, and what they want is you, that's where the clarity comes in. So it makes sense for me again that we've got the Free Yourself card here, because they needed to cut this other situation out in order to be free to pursue you once again, if you will allow that pursuing to happen. We do have the Six of Wands. I really like that, because it is clarification here that if you guys were to try again, that if you are open to a reconciliation, that it will be a very successful reunion, that it really can go the distance this time. So I love the way that's coming through there. We also have the Ten of Pentacles. If you guys are coming into some money, that could be where that's coming from, or it could be your person, could be either of you. But when it comes through in a love reading, I absolutely love the significance of the Ten of Pentacles. It could represent two people who are otherwise successful in your own right, but when you guys come together, for me, the Ten of Pentacles represents a power couple. It represents a happy, secure time in your love life. It can certainly represent a strong bond, the fact that you guys are perfectly matched up. And in order to figure that out, you had to spend time apart. Okay, so if you are apart right now, I feel there's a really good chance that especially a masculine could be reaching out to the feminine to let you know that they really do see you as the one and only. And for them to figure that out, they perhaps had to experience what life was like with other people. And they still gravitated, or are gravitating still, back to you. Okay, so that is what I have. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below in the description box. I will link the decks down below as well. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Take care.